The Sendokai champions were known throughout the universe for their incredible teamwork and fighting skills. Zack, Chloe, Kiet, Fenzi, and Lon had been training together for years, honing their abilities and developing their unique powers. Their Neurosen armors, each with its own symbol, granted them incredible strength and agility, making them a formidable force to be reckoned with. On the other side of the battlefield stood the Super Noobs, a rival team that had been causing chaos and destruction wherever they went. Kevin, Shop, Roach, and Tyler were all skilled fighters in their own right, each wielding their battle suits powered by the mysterious battle balls. With their AI goggles enhancing their abilities, they were a force to be reckoned with. As the two teams faced off against each other, the tension in the air was palpable. The ground beneath them trembled as they prepared to unleash their powers upon each other. The Sendokai champions were determined to protect the universe from the Super Noobs' destructive ways, while the Super Noobs were equally determined to prove their strength and superiority. Zack, with his yellow Neurosen armor and triangle symbol outfit, leapt into action, using his super speed to outmaneuver his opponents. Chloe, with her blue Neurosen armor and circle symbol, unleashed powerful energy blasts, striking fear into the hearts of the Super Noobs. Kiet, with his green Neurosen armor and reversed pentagon symbol, used his agility to dodge attacks and strike back with deadly precision. Fenzi, with her pink Neurosen armor and rhombus symbol, created powerful illusions to confuse and disorient her enemies. And Lon, with his red Neurosen armor and red triangle symbol, unleashed a whirlwind of fire and destruction upon the battlefield. Meanwhile, the Super Noobs were not to be underestimated. Kevin, with his AI goggles and red hair from the red battle ball, powered up his red battle suit, unleashing devastating fire attacks upon his enemies. Shop, with her purple hair and AI goggles from the purple battle ball, used her telekinetic powers to manipulate the battlefield to her advantage. Roach, with his permanently sealed green hair and AI goggles, utilized his incredible strength to overpower his opponents. And Tyler, with his blue hair and AI goggles from the blue battle ball, unleashed powerful water attacks to counter the Sendokai champions' fire. As the battle raged on, both teams pushed themselves to their limits, using every ounce of their strength and skill to gain the upper hand. The smoke from their intense battle filled the air, obscuring their movements as they fought in a blur of motion and power. The glowing eyes of both teams shone brightly through the thick smoke, a testament to their determination and resolve. The Sendokai champions and the Super Noobs clashed in a spectacular display of power and strategy, each team determined to emerge victorious. With lightning-fast reflexes and incredible feats of agility, they danced across the battlefield, trading blows and unleashing their powers upon each other. The outcome of the battle hung in the balance as the two teams fought with all their might, pushing themselves to the brink of exhaustion. In the end, it was the Sendokai champions who emerged victorious, their teamwork and determination proving to be stronger than the Super Noobs' destructive power. As the smoke cleared and the dust settled, the two teams stood facing each other, the Sendokai champions victorious and the Super Noobs defeated. With their heads held high, the Sendokai champions celebrated their hard-fought victory, knowing that they had once again saved the universe from destruction. As they watched the defeated Super Noobs retreat, they knew that they would always be ready to defend their home against any threat that came their way. And with the power of their Neurosen armors and the strength of their bond as a team, they were truly unstoppable. And so, the legend of the Sendokai champions continued to grow, their legacy living on forever in the hearts of all who knew of their courage and heroism. As they stood together, united and victorious, they knew that no challenge was too great for them to overcome. And with the power of friendship and teamwork on their side, they knew that they could conquer any obstacle that stood in their way. Words. As the battle between the Sendokai champions and the Super Noobs raged on, Zack shouted to his teammates, "We need to focus on our teamwork and use our powers strategically to defeat them." Chloe nodded in agreement, her blue Neurosen armor glowing as she summoned a whirlwind of water to counter Shop's attacks. "I'll take care of Shop, you guys focus on the others," she called out to Kiet, Fenzi, and Lon. Kiet grinned confidently, his green Neurosen armor shimmering as he created vines to entangle Roach, the green-haired member of the Super Noobs. "I've got Roach covered," he exclaimed, dodging Tyler's lightning-fast strikes. Fenzi twirled gracefully, her pink Neurosen armor shining brightly as she unleashed a barrage of energy blasts towards Kevin, the leader of the Super Noobs. "We can do this, guys. Keep fighting," she encouraged her teammates, her voice full of determination. Lon, the red Neurosen warrior, leapt into the air, his red triangle symbol glowing as he landed a powerful kick on Tyler, sending him flying across the arena. "We won't let them defeat us. We are the Sendokai champions," he declared, his eyes blazing with fiery determination. As the battle intensified, both teams pushed themselves to their limits, using all their skills and powers to gain the upper hand. The smoke from the intense battle filled the arena, obscuring the view of the spectators who watched in awe and anticipation. The crowd cheered as the Sendokai champions demonstrated their incredible agility and strength, outmaneuvering the Super Noobs at every turn. The two teams clashed in a flurry of blows, their battle suits glowing with energy as they unleashed their most powerful attacks. Suddenly, a bright light erupted from the center of the arena, blinding everyone for a moment. When the light faded, only one team stood victorious, their Neurosen armors pulsating with energy and triumph. "We did it!" Zack exclaimed, pumping his fist in the air. "We are the champions." Chloe, Kiet, Fenzi, and Lon joined him, their spirits high as they celebrated their hard-earned victory against the formidable Super Noobs. The crowd erupted in applause and cheers, honoring the brave warriors who had proven themselves in battle. As the smoke cleared and the tension of the battle lifted, the Sendokai champions and the Super Noobs exchanged respectful nods, acknowledging each other's strength and determination. Though rivals on the battlefield, they shared a mutual respect for one another's skills and camaraderie. The battle may have ended, but the bond between these fierce competitors would endure, united in their passion for the thrill of the fight and the glory of victory. The Sendokai champions had emerged triumphant, their teamwork and dedication shining brightly as they basked in the adulation of their fans. And as the sun set on the arena, a new chapter began for the champions, ready to face any challenge that came their way with courage, determination, and the unbreakable bond of friendship that would carry them through any battle that lay ahead. Words. 5. The sun was setting over the horizon as the two rival teams, Sendokai champions and Super Noobs, prepared to face off in an epic battle that would determine the fate of the universe. The air was tense with anticipation as the team members stood on opposite sides of the arena, their eyes blazing with determination. Sendokai champions, led by Zack, Chloe, Kiet, Fenzi, and Lon, were ready to defend their title as the greatest warriors in the galaxy. They stood tall in their colorful armor, each adorned with unique symbols that represented their individual strengths and abilities. Zack, with his yellow triangle symbol, was the leader of the team, always quick to come up with clever strategies to outwit their opponents. Chloe, with her blue circle symbol, was the team's healer, using her powers to protect her teammates from harm. Kiet, with his green reversed pentagon symbol, was the team's powerhouse, capable of unleashing devastating attacks on their enemies. Fenzi, with her pink rhombus symbol, was the team's speedster, able to move at lightning-fast speeds to outmaneuver their foes. And finally, Lon, with his red triangle symbol, was the team's tactician, always thinking several moves ahead to stay one step ahead of their adversaries. On the other side of the arena, the Super Noobs team was a force to be reckoned with. Kevin, Shop, Roach, and Tyler stood together, their eyes glinting with malicious intent. Kevin, with his AI goggles and fiery red hair, had gained his powers from the red battle ball, making him a formidable opponent. Shop, with her purple hair and AI goggles, had received her abilities from the purple battle ball, allowing her to unleash powerful energy blasts on her enemies. Roach, with his permanently sealed AI goggles and green hair, had gained his powers from the green battle ball, making him a cunning and devious adversary. And Tyler, with his AI goggles and blue hair, had received his abilities from the blue battle ball, allowing him to manipulate the elements to his advantage. The two teams stared each other down, the tension mounting with each passing second. And then, with a simultaneous battle cry, they charged towards each other, their battle suits crackling with energy. The air around them shimmered as they clashed, their movements fluid and graceful as they traded blows and exchanged taunts. The battle raged on, each team unleashing their powers and abilities in a desperate bid to gain the upper hand. Zack and Kevin clashed in a fierce duel, their swords sparking as they clashed against each other. Chloe and Shop fought side by side, their powers combining to create a shield that deflected their enemies' attacks. Kiet and Roach locked horns in a test of strength, neither willing to back down. Fenzi and Tyler raced through the battlefield, their movements a blur of motion as they fought for dominance. And Lon watched over the battlefield, his eyes glowing with a fierce intelligence as he orchestrated their attacks with precision and skill. As the battle raged on, the smoke from their clash grew thicker and thicker, obscuring the fighters from view. The spectators held their breath as they strained to see through the haze, their hearts pounding with excitement. And then, with a sudden burst of energy, the smoke cleared, revealing the Sendokai champions standing victorious over their defeated foes. The cheers of the crowd filled the arena as the champions raised their arms in victory, their armor gleaming in the fading light. The Super Noobs team looked on in defeat, their faces grim with resignation. But as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the battlefield in shadow, a new challenge loomed on the horizon. The battle may have been won, but the war was far from over. And the Sendokai champions knew that they would have to stay ever vigilant, ready to face whatever new threats came their way. But for now, they basked in the glory of their victory, secure in the knowledge that they were truly the greatest warriors in the galaxy. Words. 679. The sun hung low in the sky, casting long shadows over the arena where the Sendokai champions and the Super Noobs were about to face off in an epic battle. The tension in the air was palpable as the two teams stood on opposite sides of the battlefield, ready to put their skills to the test. Zack, with his yellow Nero Sen armor adorned with a yellow triangle symbol, and his teammates Chloe, Kiet, Fenzi, and Lon, were determined to show the Super Noobs what they were made of. They had trained long and hard for this moment, honing their abilities and perfecting their battle strategies. On the other side of the arena, Kevin, Shop, Roach, and Tyler of the Super Noobs stood confidently, their AI goggles glowing ominously as they prepared to unleash their own unique powers. Kevin's red hair shimmered in the fading light, a sign of the power he had gained from the red battle ball that powered up his red battle suit. The referee signaled the start of the battle, and both teams launched into action with lightning speed. The Sendokai champions moved in perfect sync, using their individual powers to complement each other's strengths and weaknesses. Chloe's blue Nero Sen armor with a blue circle symbol allowed her to manipulate water, while Kiet's green armor with a reversed pentagon symbol granted him control over plants and nature. Fenzi's pink armor with a rhombus symbol gave her the ability to create powerful energy blasts, while Lon's red armor with a red triangle symbol made him a formidable force in hand-to-hand combat. Together, they formed an unstoppable team, determined to emerge victorious. But the Super Noobs were not about to go down without a fight. Kevin's red battle suit granted him superhuman strength and agility, allowing him to move with incredible speed and precision. Shop's purple battle suit gave her the power to manipulate gravity, while Roach's green battle suit allowed him to blend into his surroundings like a chameleon. Tyler's blue battle suit granted him control over the elements, allowing him to create powerful storms and control the weather. As the battle raged on, the two teams clashed with ferocity and determination, each one pushing themselves to their limits in an effort to emerge victorious. As the smoke from the battle began to thicken, the eyes of the warriors glowed with the colors of their battle suits, creating a dazzling display of light and energy. The sound of metal clashing and energy crackling filled the air, as both teams fought with all their might. In a stunning display of acrobatics and skill, the Sendokai champions slowly gained the upper hand, overpowering the Super Noobs with their coordinated attacks and strategic maneuvers. With a final, decisive blow, Zack and his teammates emerged victorious, their powers shining brighter than ever before. As the dust settled and the smoke cleared, the Sendokai champions stood victorious, their faces alight with triumph. The super noobs, though defeated, congratulated their opponents on a hard-fought battle and vowed to come back stronger next time. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the arena, the two teams shook hands and parted ways, knowing that they would meet again on the battlefield someday. For now, the Sendokai champions reign supreme, their victory a testament to their skill, teamwork, and unwavering determination. Words. 572. As the two teams squared off against each other in a heated battle, Zack shouted to his team, "Come on guys, we can do this. Let's show them what we're made of." Chloe nodded, her blue Nero Sen armor shimmering in the dim light. "I'm ready to take them down, Zack. Let's do this." Kiet cracked his knuckles, a determined look in his eyes. "I've been training for this moment. Let's show them the power of the Sendokai champions." Fenzi twirled her staff, a mischievous grin on her face. "I can't wait to kick some butt. Let's go, team." Lon cracked his neck, his red Nero Sen armor glowing with power. "They may be tough, but we're tougher. Let's show them what we're made of." On the other side of the battlefield, Kevin smirked, his AI goggles glowing red. "You guys are in for a rude awakening. The super noobs are going to crush you." Shop adjusted her goggles, a confident smirk on her face. "You may have skills, but we've got strategy. Get ready to lose, Sendokai losers." Roach cracked his knuckles, a sinister gleam in his eyes. "I can't wait to take you down. The super noobs are the real champions here." Tyler adjusted his goggles, a determined glint in his eyes. "We may be the underdogs, but we're going to fight with everything we've got. Get ready, Sendokai warriors." The two teams clashed, a flurry of punches, kicks, and energy blasts filling the air. The sound of metal clashing against metal echoed through the battlefield as both teams fought with all their might. Zack dodged a punch from Kevin and countered with a swift kick to the chest. "Is that all you've got, super noob?" Kevin grunted, powering up his red battle suit. "You haven't seen anything yet, Sendokai scum." Chloe twirled through the air, landing a series of rapid punches on Shop. "You think you can outsmart us, super noob? Think again." Shop smirked, dodging Chloe's attacks with ease. "You may have speed, but I've got strategy. You'll never defeat me." Kiet sent a wave of energy blasts towards Roach, knocking him back. "You may be strong, but we've got teamwork on our side. The Sendokai champions will prevail." Roach growled, his green battle suit glowing with power. "You may have teamwork, but I've got raw power. You're no match for the super noobs." Fenzi somersaulted through the air, dodging blasts from Tyler. "You may have strength, but we've got heart. The Sendokai champions fight for each other." Tyler gritted his teeth, powering up his blue battle suit. "Heart won't save you from defeat, Sendokai. The super noobs will emerge victorious." Lon lunged towards Kevin, their swords clashing in a shower of sparks. "You may have power, but we've got skill. The Sendokai champions will not be defeated." Kevin smirked, pushing Lon back with a burst of energy. "Skill won't save you from our superior strength. The super noobs will crush you." As the battle raged on, the smoke from the team's clashes grew thicker, obscuring the battlefield in a haze of colors. The glowing eyes of the warriors shone through the smoke, each team's determination evident in their intense gazes. Despite the super noobs' initial advantage, the Sendokai champions slowly began to gain the upper hand. With their combined skills, teamwork, and determination, they fought back against their opponents with renewed vigor. In a final, dramatic showdown, Zack and Kevin faced off against each other, the fate of the battle hanging in the balance. With a mighty roar, Zack unleashed a powerful energy blast, sending Kevin flying back. As Kevin struggled to his feet, his AI goggles flickering, Zack held out a hand to help him up. "You fought well, super noob." But in the end, the Sendokai champions emerged victorious. Kevin nodded, a begrudging smile on his face. "You may have won this time, Zack. But the super noobs will be back to challenge you again." And with that, the smoke cleared, the battle over. The Sendokai champions stood victorious, their spirits high as they celebrated their hard-earned victory. The super noobs may have been formidable opponents, but in the end, it was the Sendokai champions who proved themselves to be the true champions of the battlefield. Words. 741. The team from Sendokai champions, consisting of Zack, Chloe, Kiet, Fenzi, and Lon, were prepared to face off against the super noobs team, comprised of Kevin, Shop, Roach, and Tyler. The battle was intense, with both teams utilizing their battle suits and unique abilities to gain the upper hand. Zack, with his yellow Nero Sen armor and triangle symbol, clashed with Kevin, who was powered up by the red battle ball, giving him red hair and a red battle suit. The two fighters moved with lightning speed, their movements reminiscent of a Matrix-style fight scene. Zack used his agility to dodge Kevin's attacks, while Kevin relied on his strength and power to try and overpower his opponent. Meanwhile, Chloe, wearing her blue Nero Sen armor with a blue circle symbol, faced off against Shop, who had purple hair and a purple battle suit powered by the purple battle ball. Chloe and Shop exchanged quick strikes and evasive maneuvers, both determined to come out on top in their duel of speed and skill. Kiet, in his green Nero Sen armor with a reversed pentagon symbol, found himself up against Roach, whose green hair and sealed eyes were a result of the green battle ball powering his green battle suit. Kiet and Roach engaged in a battle of strategy and cunning, each trying to outwit the other with clever tactics and unexpected moves. Fenzi, donning her pink Nero Sen armor with a rhombus symbol, squared off against Tyler, who sported blue hair and a blue battle suit powered by the blue battle ball. Fenzi and Tyler clashed in a flurry of blows and colorful energy, each using their unique abilities to gain the upper hand in their fierce competition. As the battles raged on, the smoke from the clashes grew thicker, obscuring the combatants from view. The eyes of the fighters glowed brightly with the colors of their battle suits, creating a dazzling and intense spectacle for onlookers. Eventually, the Sendokai champions began to gain the upper hand, slowly but surely overpowering the super noobs with their teamwork, strategy, and determination. The tide of the battle shifted in favor of the Sendokai warriors, as they pushed forward with renewed energy and focus. With a final burst of speed and power, the Sendokai champions emerged victorious, their skills and abilities proving to be too much for the super noobs to handle. The crowd erupted in cheers and applause as the Sendokai warriors celebrated their hard-fought victory, proving once again why they were the champions of the Sendokai universe. In the end, it was not just about winning the battle, but about the bonds of friendship and teamwork that held the Sendokai champions together. As they stood triumphant, they knew that no matter what challenges they may face in the future, they would always have each other to rely on. And with that knowledge, they looked forward to their next adventure, ready to face whatever obstacles came their way with strength, courage, and determination. Words. 5. The tension in the air was palpable as the Sendokai warriors and the super noobs faced off against each other in the ultimate battle. Zack, the leader of the Sendokai team, looked at his teammates with determination in his eyes. All right guys, we need to stay focused and work together if we want to defeat the super noobs, Zack said, his voice unwavering. Chloe nodded in agreement, her blue eyes reflecting the seriousness of the situation. We've trained for this moment, we can't let them outsmart us, she added, her voice filled with determination. KIET, the brains of the group, analyzed the super noobs' movements carefully. They're strong, but we're stronger. We just need to strategize and use our powers wisely, he said, his green eyes flashing with intelligence. Fenzi, the energetic member of the team, cracked her knuckles in anticipation. I'm ready to show them what we're made of. Let's do this, she exclaimed, her pink hair shimmering in the sunlight. Lon, the calm and collected member of the team, remained silent but his red eyes spoke volumes. He was ready to unleash his full power and take down the super noobs once and for all. On the other side, Kevin, the leader of the super noobs, smirked confidently. You think you can beat us? You're no match for our skills and powers, he taunted, his red hair glowing with power. Shop, the tech-savvy member of the team, adjusted her AI goggles and cracked a mischievous smile. You'll regret challenging us, we have some tricks up our sleeves, she warned, her purple hair swaying in the wind. Roach, the silent but deadly member of the team, stared at the Sendokai warriors with a glint in his green eyes. We won't go down without a fight. Get ready, he said, his voice cold and menacing. Tyler, the last member of the super noobs, cracked his knuckles and smirked. Let's show them what we're capable of. It's time to crush the Sendokai warriors once and for all, he declared, his blue hair standing on end. The battle began with a whirlwind of colors and powers colliding in a spectacular display of strength and skill. The Sendokai warriors and the super noobs clashed with such intensity that the ground shook beneath their feet. Zack and Kevin exchanged blows with lightning-fast speed, their yellow and red battle suits glowing brightly as they fought. Chloe and Shop engaged in a fierce battle of wits and strategy, their blue and purple powers clashing in a dazzling display of light. KIET and Roach faced off in a battle of strength and intelligence, their green and green powers creating a whirlwind of energy around them. Fenzi and Tyler danced around each other, their pink and blue powers creating a stunning display of acrobatics and agility. Lon remained calm and focused, his red power emanating a sense of power and control that unnerved the super noobs. As the battle raged on, the Sendokai warriors slowly gained the upper hand, their unity and teamwork shining through. With a final burst of energy, the Sendokai warriors unleashed their full power, overwhelming the super noobs with a dazzling display of strength and skill. The smoke cleared, revealing the victorious Sendokai warriors standing tall and proud. We did it! Zack exclaimed, his yellow armor shining brightly in the sunlight. Chloe, KIET, Fenzi, and Lon cheered in triumph, their powers still crackling around them in the aftermath of the battle. The defeated super noobs lay on the ground, panting and defeated. Kevin, Shop, Roach, and Tyler looked up at the Sendokai warriors with grudging respect. You guys are good, I'll give you that, Kevin admitted, his red hair dulling as his power faded. Shop nodded in agreement, her purple hair falling in disarray around her. We may have lost this battle, but we'll be back. Count on it, she warned, her AI goggles glowing ominously. The Sendokai warriors nodded in understanding, knowing that the battle was far from over. But for now, they celebrated their hard-won victory, reveling in the thrill of the fight and the bond that united them as a team. Words. 705. Zack, Chloe, KIET, Fenzi, and Lon were the top Sendokai champions, known throughout the galaxy for their incredible skills and teamwork. They had faced countless opponents and emerged victorious every time, thanks to their unmatched battle IQ and strategic thinking. However, their latest challenge came in the form of the formidable Super Noobs team, consisting of Kevin, Shop, Roach, and Tyler. The Sendokai champions and the Super Noobs had been rivals for a long time, each team determined to prove themselves as the best in the universe. The tension between the two teams was palpable as they stood facing each other on the battlefield, ready to engage in a fierce battle. Zack, the leader of the Sendokai champions, stood tall in his yellow Nero Sen armor, the yellow triangle symbol gleaming on his chest. Chloe, with her blue Nero Sen armor adorned with a blue circle symbol, stood beside him, her determination shining in her eyes. KIET, in his green Nero Sen armor with a reversed pentagon symbol, prepared himself for the upcoming fight, while Fenzi, in her pink Nero Sen armor with a rhombus symbol, cracked her knuckles in anticipation. Finally, Lon, in his red Nero Sen armor with a red triangle symbol, clenched his fists, ready to unleash his power. On the other side, Kevin, the leader of the Super Noobs, wore his AI goggles and his red battle suit, his red hair glowing with power from the red battle ball. Shop, with her purple hair and purple battle suit, stood ready for battle, her eyes fixed on her opponents. Roach, with his permanently sealed green eyes and green battle suit, exuded an air of confidence, while Tyler, with his blue hair and blue battle suit, cracked a cocky smile. The battle began with both teams unleashing their powers and abilities, the air crackling with energy as they clashed in a flurry of punches, kicks, and acrobatic moves. The smoke from their battle swirled around them, making it difficult to see as they moved with lightning speed, dodging and weaving through each other's attacks. As the fight intensified, the eyes of the team members began to glow with the colors of their battle suits, casting an eerie light in the thickening smoke. The Sendokai champions and the super noobs fought with unmatched skill and determination, each member using their unique powers to gain the upper hand. Despite the super noobs' best efforts, the Sendokai champions slowly started to gain the advantage, their teamwork and battle IQ proving to be too much for their opponents to handle. Zack's strategic thinking, Chloe's agility, Kiet's strength, Fenzi's speed, and Lan's power combined to overpower the super noobs, pushing them back with each passing moment. As the battle reached its climax, the Sendokai champions unleashed their ultimate move, a powerful combination of their individual powers that left the super noobs reeling. With a final, decisive blow, the Sendokai champions emerged victorious, their opponents defeated and their honor upheld. The crowd erupted into cheers as the Sendokai champions stood victorious, their teamwork and skill proving once again that they were the best in the galaxy. The super noobs, defeated but not discouraged, congratulated their rivals on their hard-fought victory, promising to train harder and come back stronger next time. And so, the rivalry between the Sendokai champions and the super noobs continued, each team pushing the other to greater heights in their quest for ultimate glory. As the sun set on the battlefield, the champions walked away, their heads held high, ready to face whatever challenges the universe may throw their way. Words. 6. Zack, all right team, let's show them what we're made of. Fenzi, hit them with your rhombus power. Fenzi, on it, Zack. Get ready, super noobs. Roach, ha. You think your little powers can match up to ours? Tyler, show them what you've got. Tyler, you got it, Roach. Blue battle suit, activate. The battle between the Sendokai warriors and the super noobs intensified as they clashed with each other in a flurry of punches, kicks, and energy blasts. The arena crackled with electricity as the two teams pushed themselves to their limits. Chloe, KIET, watch out for Kevin's AI goggles. They're giving him an edge in battle. KIET, got it, Chloe. I'll take care of him. Green battle suit, activate. Kevin, you're all going down. Red battle suit, unleash your power. The air crackled with energy as the battle continued to escalate. The Sendokai warriors worked together seamlessly, using their powers to counter the super noobs' attacks with precision and skill. Shop, we can't let them get the upper hand. Roach, give it everything you've got. Roach, I'm on it, Shop. Green battle suit, power up. The arena was filled with explosions of color and light as the two teams clashed in a dazzling display of power and skill. The crowd watched in awe as the battle raged on, each team unleashing their full potential in an effort to emerge victorious. Lan, we've got them on the ropes, team. Let's finish this. Zack, agreed, Lan. Everyone, focus your power and take them down once and for all. The Sendokai warriors unleashed a final, coordinated attack that overwhelmed the super noobs and sent them crashing to the ground in defeat. The arena erupted in cheers as the Sendokai warriors stood victorious, their teamwork and skill proving too much for their opponents. Fenzi, we did it. We're the champions. The team celebrated their hard-fought victory, knowing that they had proven themselves to be the strongest and most skilled warriors in the Sendokai universe. As the sun set on the arena, the Sendokai warriors stood tall, their resolve unshakable and their bond stronger than ever before. Words. 366. The intense battle between the Sendokai warriors and the super noobs was reaching its peak as both teams unleashed their powers and abilities against each other. The arena was filled with thick smoke as the two teams clashed in a flurry of acrobatic moves and strategic maneuvers. Zack, with his yellow Nero Sen armor, used his super speed to outmaneuver Kevin, who was powered up by the red battle ball. Zack dodged Kevin's attacks with ease, using his agility to land powerful blows of his own. Chloe, with her blue armor, worked in perfect synchronization with KIET, using their combined strength to overpower Shop and Roach. Fenzi, with her pink armor, utilized her telekinetic abilities to throw Tyler off balance, giving Lan the opportunity to strike with precise accuracy. Lan, with his red armor, was a master at hand-to-hand combat, and his punches were delivered with such force that they sent shockwaves through the arena. The super noobs fought back fiercely, using their own unique powers and abilities to try and gain the upper hand. Kevin's AI goggles allowed him to analyze his opponent's moves and adapt quickly, while Shop used her purple battle suit to create energy shields to defend against the Sendokai warriors' attacks. Roach, with his permanently sealed green hair and green battle suit, unleashed a barrage of projectiles at KIET and Chloe, forcing them to work together to deflect the incoming attacks. Tyler, with his blue battle suit, attempted to outsmart Fenzi with his quick thinking and strategic planning. As the battle raged on, the smoke in the arena grew thicker, making it difficult for both teams to see their opponents clearly. The glowing eyes of the Sendokai warriors and super noobs cut through the haze, adding an eerie and thrilling atmosphere to the fight. Suddenly, a burst of energy erupted from Zack as he tapped into the full potential of his yellow battle suit. His speed increased exponentially, allowing him to move so fast that he appeared to be in multiple places at once. With a swift and decisive strike, Zack delivered the final blow to Kevin, knocking him out of the battle. With the leader of the super noobs defeated, the rest of the team quickly began to crumble under the relentless assault of the Sendokai warriors. Chloe and KIET worked together to take down Shop and Roach, leaving only Tyler standing against the unstoppable force of the Sendokai champions. In a last-ditch effort, Tyler unleashed all of his power and abilities, but it was not enough to overcome the combined strength and unity of the Sendokai warriors. With a final, powerful blast of energy, Lan emerged victorious, sending Tyler flying across the arena and out of the battle. As the smoke began to clear, the Sendokai warriors stood victorious, their glowing eyes filled with determination and pride. The audience erupted into cheers and applause, celebrating the incredible display of skill and teamwork that had led the champions to victory. With their heads held high, the Sendokai warriors embraced each other in a show of camaraderie and sportsmanship, proving that true strength comes not just from individual power, but from the bonds of friendship and teamwork that unite them as a team. And as they left the arena, they knew that their victory was not just a triumph over their opponents, but a testament to the power of unity and determination in the face of adversity. Words. 500. Zack, grunting, we can do this, guys. We just need to keep pushing forward. Kevin, smirking, you're no match for us, Sendokai warriors. We have the power of the battle balls on our side. Chloe, determined, don't underestimate us, super noobs. We may be facing tough opponents, but we have each other. Shop, laughing, cute, but not enough to defeat us. We are the ultimate team, and we will crush you. KIET, focused, stay calm, everyone. Let's stick to the plan and work together. Roach, sneering, your plan won't save you now. Prepare to face the full force of the super noobs. Fenzi, confident, we've trained hard for this moment. We won't let their arrogance get the best of us. Tyler, grinning, time to show them what we're made of. Let's give it all we've got, super noobs. Lon, calmly, remember, teamwork is key. We must work together to overcome any obstacle. As the two teams clashed in a flurry of punches, kicks, and energy blasts, the arena was filled with the sound of battle. Both teams moved with incredible speed and agility, dodging attacks and countering with their own. The smoke from their intense battle swirled around them, adding an air of mystery to the fight. Zack, grunting, they're strong, but we can't give up now. Keep pushing forward. Kevin, laughing, oh, you're in for a rude awakening, Sendokai warriors. We have the upper hand now. Chloe, gritting her teeth, we can't let them win. We have to fight back harder. Shop, smirking, it's adorable how you think you can beat us. The super noobs are unstoppable. KIET, analyzing the situation, they're good, but we can still turn this around. Focus on their weaknesses. Roach, grinning triumphantly, you're all just a bunch of amateurs compared to us. The super noobs are the true champions. Fenzi, determined, we can't let them get to us. Stay focused and keep fighting. Tyler, laughing, you may have some skill, but you're no match for us. The super noobs will reign supreme. Lon, keeping his composure, don't let their taunts distract you. Stay calm and remember your training. As the battle raged on, the Sendokai warriors and super noobs fought with everything they had. Energy blasts lit up the arena as each team unleashed their most powerful attacks. The ground shook with the force of their strikes, and the spectators watched in awe at the spectacle before them. Zack, determined, we can't give up now. This is our chance to prove ourselves as true warriors. Kevin, grinning, you're putting up a good fight, but it's not enough. The super noobs will emerge victorious. Chloe, channeling her energy, we have to believe in ourselves and our abilities. Together, we can overcome any challenge. Shop, laughing, I have to admit, you're tougher than I thought. But it's time to end this once and for all. KIET, strategizing, we need to stay one step ahead of them. Anticipate their moves and counter with precision. Roach, smirking, your efforts are commendable, but they are ultimately futile. The super noobs will crush you. Fenzi, focused, keep your focus and your determination. We can't let them break our spirit. Tyler, grinning confidently, you may have some skill, but you're no match for the power of the battle balls. The super noobs will prevail. Lon, maintaining his cool, stay strong, team. Victory is within our reach. We just need to keep pushing forward. As the battle reached its climax, the Sendokai warriors and super noobs clashed with unparalleled intensity. The arena shook with the force of their attacks, and the spectators held their breath as they watched the epic showdown unfold before them. Zack, roaring, this is our moment. Let's show them what we're made of. Kevin, grinning, you're a worthy opponent, Sendokai warriors. But in the end, the super noobs will triumph. Chloe, shouting, we won't back down. Together, we can overcome any obstacle. Shop, laughing, it's been fun, but it's time to put an end to this. The super noobs will emerge victorious. KIET, shouting orders, keep up the pressure. We can still turn this around if we work together. Roach, smirking, you're resilient, I'll give you that. But in the end, you're no match for the super noobs. Fenzi, shouting, don't give up. We can still win this if we stay focused and determined. Tyler, grinning triumphantly, it's been a good fight, but the super noobs always come out on top. It's time to end this once and for all. Lon, encouraging his team, we've come too far to give up now. Stay strong, team, and victory will be ours. And with one final, explosive clash, the two teams pushed themselves to their limits. The arena erupted with a blinding light as the Sendokai warriors and super noobs unleashed their most powerful attacks. The ground shook with the force of their combined energy, and for a moment, it seemed as though the entire world held its breath. But when the dust settled, only one team stood victorious. The Sendokai warriors emerged from the smoke, their armor gleaming in the light of their hard-earned victory. The super noobs lay defeated, but not broken, as they congratulated their rivals on a battle well fought. As the crowd erupted into cheers and applause for both teams, the Sendokai warriors and super noobs exchanged respectful nods and handshakes. Though they had fought fiercely against each other, in the end, they had forged a bond of friendship and respect that would last a lifetime. And as they stood side by side, bathed in the glow of their hard-fought victory, the Sendokai warriors and super noobs knew that they had truly become champions in the eyes of all who had witnessed their epic battle. The end. Words. 1001. It was a tense battle between the Sendokai champions and the super noobs. The air was thick with smoke as both teams gave it their all, using their battle suits to unleash their powers and abilities on each other. Zack, with his yellow narrows and armor, dashed forward with lightning speed, his yellow triangle symbol glowing brightly as he delivered a series of quick punches and kicks to Kevin, the leader of the super noobs. You're no match for the Sendokai champions, Zack declared confidently. Kevin, with his AI goggles and red hair powered up by the red battle ball, smirked as he dodged Zack's attacks and countered with his own fiery punches. We'll see about that, Zack. The super noobs won't go down without a fight. Kevin shot back, his red battle suit glowing with intensity. Meanwhile, Chloe, with her blue narrows and armor and blue circle symbol, faced off against Shop, the fierce purple-haired member of the super noobs. The two engaged in a dazzling display of acrobatics and agility, their battle suits emitting bright blue and purple lights as they clashed in midair. Nice moves, Chloe. But you'll have to do better than that to defeat me, Shop taunted, her purple battle suit shimmering with power. KIET, with his green narrows and armor and reversed pentagon symbol, used his telekinetic abilities to levitate objects around him, creating a barrier of green energy to protect his teammates from Roach, the green-haired member of the super noobs. Roach, with his permanently sealed AI goggles and green battle suit, used his super strength to break through the barrier and launch a powerful attack on KIET. Fenzi, with her pink narrows and armor and rhombus symbol, unleashed a flurry of energy blasts on Tyler, the blue-haired member of the super noobs. Tyler, with his AI goggles and blue battle suit, summoned a whirlwind of water to deflect Fenzi's attacks, creating a dazzling display of pink and blue lights clashing against each other. As the battle raged on, Lon, with his red narrows and armor and red triangle symbol, used his super speed to outmaneuver the super noobs and land a series of precise strikes on their members. You can't stop the Sendokai champions, Lon shouted triumphantly, his red battle suit glowing with power. But just as the Sendokai champions seemed to have the upper hand, the super noobs unleashed their ultimate attack, combining their powers to create a massive energy wave that threatened to overwhelm their opponents. We can't let them win, Zack shouted, rallying his teammates to stand firm against the onslaught. With a final burst of energy, the Sendokai champions pushed back against the super noobs, their battle suits shining brightly as they unleashed a powerful counterattack. In the end, it was the Sendokai champions who emerged victorious, their teamwork and determination proving to be stronger than their opponents. As the smoke cleared and the room fell silent, both teams shared a mutual respect for each other's skills and abilities, knowing that they had fought an epic battle that would be remembered for ages to come. And so, the Sendokai champions stood tall as the true champions of the arena, ready to face whatever challenges awaited them in the future. Words, 543. It was a tense battle between the Sendokai champions and the super noobs. The battle between the Sendokai champions and the super noobs was reaching its climax as both teams fought fiercely with their unique powers and abilities. The room was filled with thick smoke as the two teams clashed, their eyes glowing with the colors of their battle suits. Zack, the leader of the Sendokai champions, used his yellow Nero Sen armor to unleash powerful energy blasts at Kevin, the leader of the super noobs. You're going down, Kevin. We won't let you take over the world with your AI goggles. Kevin smirked and dodged Zack's attacks, using his red battle suit powers to create fiery barriers to protect himself. You think you can stop us, Zack? The super noobs will always prevail. Meanwhile, Chloe and Shop engaged in a fast-paced aerial battle, their blue and purple battle suits clashing in midair. You may have fancy AI goggles, Shop, but you can't beat me with speed and agility, Chloe shouted as she performed acrobatic maneuvers to dodge Shop's attacks. Shop laughed and countered with her own rapid strikes, forcing Chloe back. You may be quick, Chloe, but you can't match my precision and accuracy with the purple battle suit. KIET and Roach faced off on the ground, their green and green battle suits creating shockwaves with each strike. You may have sealed eyes, Roach, but you can't hide from my reversed pentagon powers, KIET proclaimed as he unleashed a barrage of energy beams at Roach. Roach grinned and summoned vines from the ground with his green battle suit. You may have strength, KIET, but nature always prevails over technology. Fenzi and Tyler squared off, their pink and blue battle suits creating a dazzling display of light and energy. You may have received powers from the blue battle ball, Tyler, but you can't match the versatility of my pink battle suit, Fenzi declared as she unleashed a flurry of energy orbs at Tyler. Tyler smirked and summoned a whirlwind of water with his blue battle suit. You may have skill, Fenzi, but you can't stop the power of the ocean. As the battle raged on, the Sendokai champions and the super noobs pushed themselves to their limits, each team determined to emerge victorious. The room was filled with the sounds of clashing metal, energy blasts, and shouts of determination as the two teams fought with all their might. Finally, after a fierce exchange of blows and tactics, the Sendokai champions managed to overpower the super noobs, sending them flying across the room in defeat. Zack, Chloe, KIET, Fenzi, and Lon stood victorious, their eyes still glowing with the power of their battle suits. We did it, team. The Sendokai champions reigned supreme once again. Zack cheered, raising his fist triumphantly. The super noobs, battered and bruised, slowly got up from the ground, looking at the Sendokai champions with respect. You may have won this time, but the super noobs will never give up the fight. Kevin bowed, his red battle suit flickering out. As the smoke cleared, the Sendokai champions and the super noobs shook hands, a mutual respect forming between the two teams despite their rivalry. The battle may have been fierce, but in the end, it was all in good fun. And so, the Sendokai champions continued their adventures, always ready to face new challenges and foes with courage and teamwork. The super noobs, on the other hand, retreated to regroup and train harder for their next encounter with the champions. The battle may have ended, but the thrill of competition and the bond of friendship between the two teams would always remain strong, forever intertwined in the world of Sendokai champions. Words, 620. The tension in the room was palpable as the two teams faced off against each other, ready to battle it out until only one emerged victorious. Zack, with his yellow Nero Sen armor, stood confidently next to his teammates Chloe, Kiet, Fenzi, and Lon, all decked out in their respective armor designs. Meanwhile, Kevin, Shop, Roach, and Tyler of the Super Noobs team stood their ground, their battle suits powered up and ready for action. The rivalry between the two teams was fierce, with each member determined to prove themselves as the ultimate warriors. As the battle began, the air filled with smoke as the two teams clashed in a flurry of acrobatic moves and strategic attacks. Zack and Kevin exchanged blows, their eyes glowing with intensity as they fought for supremacy. Is that all you've got, Super Noobs? Zack taunted, dodging a swift punch from Kevin. You'll never defeat us. Shop and Chloe engaged in a fierce battle, their skills evenly matched as they traded blows back and forth. You may have strength, but we have teamwork, Chloe declared, her blue Nero Sen armor glowing brightly as she summoned her powers. Kiet and Roach faced off in a battle of wits, each trying to outsmart the other with clever tactics and quick thinking. You may be fast, but I'm smarter, Kiet smirked, using his green Nero Sen armor to outmaneuver Roach at every turn. Fenzi and Tyler clashed in a whirlwind of pink and blue, their powers colliding in a dazzling display of light and color. You may have speed, but I have skill, Fenzi boasted, using her pink Nero Sen armor to unleash a powerful wave of energy. As the battle raged on, the smoke grew thicker, obscuring the room in a haze of mystery and suspense. The eyes of all the team members glowed brighter with each passing moment, the intensity of their powers reaching new heights. In a final, dramatic showdown, the Sendokai warriors unleashed their full power, overwhelming the Super Noobs with their combined strength and unity. With a triumphant roar, Zack and his team emerged victorious, the smoke slowly dissipating as the room fell silent. You may have put up a good fight, Super Noobs, but in the end, victory belongs to us, Zack declared, a smug grin on his face as he surveyed the defeated opponents. As the Super Noobs retreated, defeated but not disheartened, the Sendokai warriors celebrated their hard-earned victory, their bond stronger than ever before. The thrill of battle lingered in the air, a reminder of the fierce competition that had brought them to this moment. And as the dust settled and the smoke cleared, one thing was clear, the Sendokai champions were truly the champions of the day. SCP-682, the infamous reptile known for its incredible regenerative abilities and resilience, found itself in a strange and unfamiliar place. As it stared at the purple misty gaseous substance flowing around it, the creature sensed a powerful presence approaching. Out of the fog emerged Sidyaki, a giant skyscraper-sized monster that bore a striking resemblance to Sidmodius from the Spanish animated TV series Sendokai Champions. Sidyaki's purple glowing eyes locked onto SCP-682, and without hesitation, the monstrous creature prepared to engage in battle. With energy-based long-range attacks emanating from its mouth, filled with silicon teeth, Sidyaki launched a barrage of strikes towards SCP-682. In response, the reptile unleashed green energy waves from its bladed tail, aiming to knock Sidyaki off balance. The clash between the two colossal beings shook the ground beneath them, as Sidyaki surprised everyone by leaping a great distance and landing on SCP-682. The massive monster grabbed hold of SCP-682 by its tail, thrashing it repeatedly before hurling it towards a large rock formation. The battle raged on, with Sidyaki's relentless assault met by SCP-682's fierce defense. As the two giants continued to exchange blows, it became apparent that Sidyaki possessed a unique ability to heal and regenerate from every attack it received. Despite SCP-682's own regenerative capabilities, Sidyaki's glowing pupil-less eyes seemed to aid in its swift recovery from each confrontation. The reptile, however, proved to be a formidable opponent, using its bladed tail to wound Sidyaki time and time again. The battleground was littered with remnants of their fierce battle, as energy blasts collided and earth-shattering roars echoed through the air. Sidyaki's massive hands, infused with purple energy, clashed with SCP-682's scaly hide, creating a spectacle of destruction that seemed to be never-ending. The two beings fought with unmatched ferocity, their wills unyielding and their determination unwavering. Despite the seemingly endless battle that ensued, both SCP-682 and Sidyaki refused to back down. Each blow exchanged between the two monsters only fueled their desire to emerge victorious, no matter the cost. The clash of titans continued on, transcending time and space, as their struggle for dominance persisted for eternity. As the purple misty gaseous substance enveloped them, casting an eerie glow over the battlefield, SCP-682 and Sidyaki remained locked in combat. Their battle had become a spectacle of unmatched proportions, a thrilling display of power and perseverance that captivated all who beheld it. And as the clash of these mighty beings echoed into infinity, the world watched in awe as the eternal struggle between two unstoppable forces unfolded before their eyes. Words. 441. SCP-682 glared at the purple misty gaseous substance swirling around it, its yellow eyes narrowing in anticipation. Suddenly, out of the fog emerged Sidyaki, the giant skyscraper-sized monster version of Sidmodius from the Spanish animated TV series, Sendokai Champions. The creature's purple glowing eyes locked onto SCP-682, ready for a fierce battle. You dare challenge me, reptilian? Sidyaki bellowed, its voice echoing through the empty space. SCP-682 let out a guttural growl in response, preparing itself for the impending fight. The two colossal beings faced off, the tension thick between them as they sized each other up. Without warning, Sidyaki unleashed a barrage of energy-based long-range attacks from its mouth, the soft teeth and silicon fangs glowing with power. SCP-682 retaliated by sending out waves of green energy from its bladed tail, aiming to knock Sidyaki off balance. But Sidyaki surprised everyone by leaping a great distance and landing directly on top of SCP-682. Using its massive hands, Sidyaki thrashed the reptilian opponent by its tail, hurling it against a massive rock with purple energy-infused hands. The battle raged on, both monsters exchanging blows and counterattacks in a flurry of action. Sidyaki continued to use its energy-based attacks, while SCP-682 relied on its regenerative abilities to withstand the onslaught. As the battle stretched on for what seemed like an eternity, the monsters showed no signs of fatigue. Each attack was met with a fierce counterstrike, the ground trembling beneath their immense weight. Is that all you've got, reptilian? Sidyaki taunted, its glowing eyes daring SCP-682 to push harder. I will not be defeated by the likes of you. SCP-682 roared back, its determination unwavering. The clash between the two behemoths intensified, the air crackling with energy as they matched each other blow for blow. The sound of their battle echoed throughout the empty expanse, a symphony of destruction and power. Despite their seemingly endless fight, neither monster showed any signs of backing down. Each attack only fueled their resolve to emerge victorious, no matter the cost. As the sun began to set on the horizon, casting a crimson glow over the battlefield, the intensity of the battle reached its peak. The ground shook with the force of their clashes, the very earth trembling beneath their immense power. In the end, the outcome of the battle remained uncertain, the monsters locked in a never-ending cycle of conflict and destruction. And as the world around them faded into darkness, the echoes of their battle continued to ring out, a testament to their unyielding strength and determination. Words. SCP-682 roared in fury as it clashed with the towering Sidyaki, the giant monster from the Spanish animated TV series, Sendokai Champions. The purple misty gaseous substance surrounding them swirled around, enhancing the tension of the battle. You think you can defeat me, Sidyaki? SCP-682 growled, its red eyes narrowing at the massive monster before it. Sidyaki let out a booming laugh, its glowing purple eyes gleaming with malevolence. I am the ultimate champion, and I will crush you, SCP-682. As the two monsters clashed, energy crackled in the air. Sidyaki unleashed a barrage of long-range attacks from its mouth, each blast aimed with precision at SCP-682. The reptilian creature retaliated with its own green energy waves, swiping its bladed tail in an attempt to knock Sidyaki off balance. The ground trembled as Sidyaki surprisingly leapt a great distance and landed on SCP-682, grabbing the reptilian creature by its tail. With immense strength, Sidyaki thrashed SCP-682 repeatedly, then hurled it at a massive rock. The battle raged on, both monsters unleashing their most powerful attacks. Sidyaki's energy blasts clashed with SCP-682's tail swipes, each blow causing tremors that shook the very earth beneath them. Despite the ferocity of the battle, both monsters displayed incredible regenerative abilities. Sidyaki's glowing eyes pulsed with energy, healing its wounds almost instantaneously. Meanwhile, SCP-682's body seemed to repair itself with each attack it endured. The two creatures fought with unmatched intensity, their roars echoing through the mist-filled air. The purple glow of Sidyaki's attacks mingled with the green energy waves of SCP-682, creating a dazzling spectacle of light and power. As the battle continued, it became clear that neither monster would yield. Their relentless determination fueled the flames of their conflict, pushing them to new levels of ferocity. I will not be defeated by the likes of you, SCP-682. Sidyaki bellowed, unleashing a massive blast of energy that sent the reptilian creature reeling. SCP-682 snarled in defiance, its crimson scales gleaming in the light of the energy blast. I am immortal, Sidyaki. You cannot defeat me. The two monsters clashed once more, their titanic forms locked in a struggle that seemed to stretch on for eternity. Each blow they exchanged only fueled their determination to emerge victorious. And so, the battle between SCP-682 and Sidyaki raged on, a never-ending conflict that seemed to defy time itself. In the depths of the misty abyss, the two monsters fought with all their might, their roars echoing through the void as they continued their eternal struggle. Words. 435. SCP-682, also known as the hard-to-destroy reptile, stood defiantly in the swirling purple mist, its yellow eyes fixated on the monstrous figure that had emerged from the fog. Sidyaki, the giant skyscraper-sized monster version of Sidmodius from the Sendokai Champions Spanish animated TV series, glared back with glowing purple eyes, ready to engage in battle. As Sidyaki launched energy-based long-range attacks from its mouth filled with silicon teeth, SCP-682 retaliated with green energy waves from its bladed tail, striking Sidyaki and causing it to stagger. However, to SCP-682's surprise, Sidyaki leapt a tremendous distance and landed on the reptilian opponent, grabbing it by the tail and thrashing it repeatedly before hurling it against a massive rock. The battle raged on, with Sidyaki utilizing its energy attacks to clash with SCP-682's own fierce strikes. Despite the damage inflicted by the reptilian creature's bladed tail, the glowing pupil-less eyes of Sidyaki allowed it to heal and regenerate from each assault. Likewise, SCP-682 possessed the ability to constantly heal and regenerate, ensuring that the battle would be prolonged and grueling. As the two colossal monsters continued to exchange blows in a seemingly never-ending cycle, the landscape around them trembled with each powerful strike. The ground cracked beneath their feet, and the air reverberated with the sound of their fierce combat. The purple mist enveloped them like a veil, shrouding their titanic forms in an eerie glow. With each passing moment, the intensity of the battle only grew, as both SCP-682 and Sidyaki refused to yield to their adversary. The clash of energies and the clash of wills created a palpable tension in the air, drawing in any onlookers who dared to witness the spectacle. The battle seemed to transcend time itself, with neither monster willing to back down or admit defeat. Their determination fueled their ferocity, driving them to continue fighting with unrelenting fury. Each blow landed with bone-shaking force, sending shockwaves rippling through the tumultuous landscape. As the battle raged on, a sense of awe and dread washed over those who beheld the monstrous spectacle. The sheer power and tenacity of SCP-682 and Sidyaki were truly awe-inspiring, a testament to the indomitable spirit of these formidable beings. And so, the epic clash between the hard-to-destroy reptile and the monstrous Sidyaki continued indefinitely, a never-ending saga of raw power and boundless determination. As the purple mist swirled around them, the two titans remained locked in eternal combat, their destiny intertwined in a perpetual dance of destruction and defiance. Words.